Damn, dudes, almost time. I'm starting to feel it. The nerves are coming on, starting to get ready. Of course, it could be the Red Bull. I don't know. Maybe it's the Red Bull, but getting ready for tonight's episode. What's going to happen? Got our season, or kind of a season one, or comic book Rick figure that came out just before the series started. To blow the dust off him. And whether or not we're going to see Shane tonight, that should be really cool. We'll have to wait and see. Damn, Rick, you did a lot better than I could have done. So, Trev, are you ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? I'm not ready. I'm not ready. They should have. 5 months is not enough notice. You should have given us 2 years notice. I should have known back in season 7 that when it got to be season 9 that they were gonna do this. All right. I did not get the memo. Not enough time. No. So it's coming up soon, man. We got like half an hour before the start of episode 4. How much are we going to see of Rick's untimely demise in this episode? Will he somehow survive? Will he just simply be killed off, which it looks like he will be? We're going to have to see. So just seeing how everybody's doing right now in the chats, right? We've got one here from... from Kate Williams, who says, does anyone else blame Gimple for the severe numbers decline? I think everybody blames Gimple for everything, right? It's all Gimple's fault, right? Somehow he's responsible for Andrew Lincoln wanting to leave and all this stuff and everything, right? So it's just how it goes, right? He just gets the heat for everything, I think, from the fans. It's just how it goes. Oh, man, it's he's going to get bit tonight, says Captain Kirk. I don't know. I hope not. Chris Mulcahy says, has The Walking Dead been renewed yet for Season 10? It hasn't. It hasn't been renewed yet, and usually this time of the year they have already renewed it. That said, I do think it will be renewed. I don't think that they're not going to renew it, but it's strange to see that it hasn't been renewed already, because usually this time of the year they've already renewed Walking Dead for another year. So, we'll see. I'm sure it will get a renewal eventually, maybe after this half is done. Maybe they want to see how the show responds after the whole Rick demise thing first, but I think it's pretty much guaranteed it'll be getting another season for sure. Anxious Net Game says, yo, Trev, what if the show gets even better after Rick is gone? Same thing happened with Game of Thrones. I don't think that it's the same thing. I know people can point out the Game of Thrones idea, which is that after certain lead characters were killed off in Game of Thrones, even early on in the early days of the series, it just grew from there, and it just did even better after those characters were killed off. I don't think The Walking Dead's going to be the same, and I could be wrong here. Maybe more people will be interested in again to find out that Rick has been killed or whatever. But I almost want to say I don't think it's going to be the same thing, because Game of Thrones killed off, major characters early on, and The Walking Dead did too, but The Walking Dead always kind of kept Carl and Rick and some of those key lead people from earlier on still alive until we got into these kind of later seasons, and within the last year, they kill off Carl. Now Rick's going to be killed off probably tonight or next week, one of the two. Maybe it starts tonight, it ends next week, and man, it's just it's going to be crazy to see. I'm really nervous about tonight's episode, if you can't tell, and next week's as well too, right? But I suppose it's possible in some way that if they do this, then maybe it'll make people more people want to watch it. But I just don't think that I just don't think it's gonna make things better for The Walking Dead, right? I don't think so, but we'll see. Not much of a wait now. Here it comes. So get ready, right? The Mega Kid said, "Oh man, this is seriously sad." To the goodbye letter that Andrew Lincoln had written for us as well. If you didn't see it, it's in the channel right now. You can watch it. He did write a goodbye letter and sent it to some media sources and that. So it's kind of a goodbye letter to media and also to the fans, which is crazy. I hope he'll be on Talking Dead one of these episodes, either tonight or next week. I'm not sure who's going to be on it yet. I don't always keep up with the guests for Talking Dead. It's not something I always keep top of mind, because a lot of times I don't even watch, a lot of the Talking Dead things. So, oh man, yeah, and Bill Cosby about the not going to want to watch the last 5 minutes of the episode tonight. So something big probably happened near the end. Makes sense. With Rick, we'll see. But Man, I just hope that Daryl and Maggie are not responsible for Rick's death. Like, I hope it's Saviors or somebody that we can blame it on like that, or just the start of the Whispers. That would be really cool. Daniel Ball says, "You're right, Trev. We don't want to see Rick die. I believe if that happens, The Walking Dead will be officially over." So most people agreeing that when this happens, it's going to really hurt the show like crazy. And not have a Game of Thrones effect where the opposite actually is true. But stranger things have happened before, and you just never know how crowds are going to react to stuff. Trav, what do you think about Rick possibly directing a Season 10 episode and Michael Cudlitz directing Episode 7? Well, I'm happy to hear that Michael Cudlitz is going to be directing the 7th episode, because that's just a couple episodes away now. But for Rick to come back next year, for Andrew Lincoln to come back and direct an episode, that'd be cool, because he'll probably still be a leader in some way for the series and for The Walking Dead to continue onward. But I think everybody just wanted to see him continue playing Rick and just to be there. And even if he couldn't do every episode, like if he could only do, like, I don't know, half of the episodes of The Walking Dead, then, maybe they have him in the background or something for a lot. But then again, people complained about that too, right? People were like, I just wanted to see more Rick in season like 7 and 8. And I remember people being angry about that and not liking the episodes nearly as much. So let's see how they like it when Rick's not there at all. Crazy stuff. Marlene Liz said The Walking Dead did do the zombie genre mainstream. It's probably the only series that's done mainstream zombies since probably the Romero original trilogy. After that, zombie subgenre of horror kind of faded into the background, I want to say. And it was there. You'd have all the B movies and some different movies coming out. World War Z was a pretty good one. 28 Days Later, they get some buzz, but nothing like The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead is by far the best zombie apocalypse series ever made, I think, or movie or anything. And best zombie apocalypse anything that's been made. So yeah, the biggest cliffhanger of The Walking Dead, Rick live in the chopper for a couple of seasons and come back simple. Rick is The Walking Dead. So I hope so, man. We're going to find out soon. Can Jadis pull this one out? Come on, Jadis. Let's hope she can do something here and she'll deliver an A. We'll see. I don't know, man. Crazy. Yeah. Whew. Okay, so such a sad time, says Tin Man 1017. And then Renee H. Immediately goes out to buy a red machete, so that's cool. Okay, and then April Richards said, Andrew Lincoln is such a classy guy. The British have manners, and that's true, they do, right? So after the letter, so that's cool. Scola 215, I won't be watching this anymore. After this whole thing goes down. So man, crazy. Okay, all right. Well, I think that's good for now. Let's get ready for it, guys. I'll see you back soon for the review after this episode airs. And man, this is going to be crazy. I can't. I don't know. Let's see, man. Let's see. Okay, I'll see you guys back in about an hour or two. So for this video, guys, see you soon. Strap, same peace.